PewDiePie has been a major source of inspiration for my art lately. A sentence I didn't think I would say at all, actually. Although a lot of art creators have been reacting to his drawings, I decided to take a different approach to this video and explain why PewDiePie may just be YouTube's next best art teacher. Today, PewDiePie is going to teach us how to art. Sup howdy, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Rumbo, yay! And for those who don't know me already, I'm an artist and I make videos just about that. So if that interests you, you might want to hit the subscribe button down below. I'll admit, I am not an avid PewDiePie watcher, but after seeing a lot of the art creators that I watch have him in their thumbnails, I had to check it out. Because at first I was wondering if there was a weird art controversy and how PewDiePie got himself involved, but the real reason why is a lot more wholesome. PewDiePie has been uploading a couple videos on his channel where he has showcased his challenge to learn how to draw. The first video was him drawing for 30 days and then he extended it recently for 100 days. I just have to say, already 30 days consecutively is impressive. 100 days, as someone who is an artist by profession, I could never. At the first sign of burnout, I am not touching a pen or a pencil for the next 5 months. So today we'll be talking about his videos and why they're so special because, as the kids say these days, he cooked. In this video, I summarized 3 things that PewDiePie's videos teach us so that not only does it combine your love for art, gaming, YouTubers, and the number 3, but also so that you have it in a concise video because I know every single one of you have short attention spans. Come back here. If need be, I will put this over a gameplay of Subway Surfers. But before we get on to this video, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video from me. I have been uploading weekly, increasing the frequency and the quality, hopefully. So if you, ooh, that rhymed. Ooh. This year, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers and we already surpassed 8,000. I still can't fathom it, so don't ask me how I'm feeling. And I truly believe that we can reach the goal of 10,000. So if you haven't already, subscribing would mean the world to me, and to share this with all of your friends, please and thank you.
I don't draw. I haven't drawn since I was a kid. In fact, here's a self-portrait of me when I was 6 years old.
We're gonna cut to the chase. PewDiePie's first drawings were a little bit... He started out his challenge with a bunch of doodles without references. This is the first valuable lesson that PewDiePie, Teacher Pie? What would the surname be? Teaches us. Dear beginners, use your references. I know the idea is that art is something freeing and self-explorative, but not for you. You can't afford to just not use references. If you want to get like anatomically slightly correct, you're gonna have to use references like they are training wheels. I don't even have to say a long-winded speech on why you need references. I'm just gonna show you the difference of PewDiePie's drawings before and after. I was watching a Sam Does Arts video a while back and he mentioned this analogy of references being sort of like a library in your mind. The more you research references and you draw from them and you practice with them, the more you build a mental library of different references you can draw from should you want to expand and not draw with a reference. Learning how to draw basic human anatomy is really about cumulative knowledge. The more you research, the more books on your references you collect in your brain. If you have a full library, it's a lot more easier to draw without references in the future because you have it all in your brain and it's easier to pick from. That being said, beginners, your library is empty, barren. Whatever you want to use, if it's Google, I personally like Pinterest. Use references, abuse them in the beginning, then from there take it onwards. But if you don't say I did not warn you. The cringy beginning. In, I think, the first video, PewDiePie said he found the whole process cringy and frustrating to start with. The reality is, learning anything is the most cringiest experience known to man. I don't know if you've ever tried singing to yourself and recording it and playing it back to yourself and you realize you just sound like a drunk uncle at a wedding. Learning to draw can feel embarrassing because in the beginning it's inevitable that you will suck. And I'm not trying to sound mean, it is just inevitable. PewDiePie was well aware that his first drawings were kind of crusty. If anything, that's more over the fact that I'm so happy that he decided to put himself on blast by showing his whole notebook to show that, like, yes, in the beginning he sucked because he didn't know how to to draw. It's also quite frustrating because it's like you're training your body to do something that it doesn't know how to do. So it's also like really uncomfortable, especially when you dedicate so much time and effort to something that ends up looking not the best. I've noticed throughout the years that a lot of the drawings that I spend a lot of intentional time, effort, dedication, that drawing is going to be the worst one. It will never come out to see the sun. Real drawing or real skill learning is sticking through despite feeling that. And the beginning of any skill, the hardest part, because you have to look at what you're doing and say, oh, I suck a lot, and then still have to wake up the next day and do it all over again. If this is how you personally felt, if you tried learning how to draw or do whatever, you are seen, you are heard. I feel you, I hear you. It is normal to feel like you're fighting an upward battle in the beginning when you're learning, but if this is you, Godspeed, my friend. If you can get through this beginning, it's not smooth sailing after that, but it's a lot more easier. It's worth it. Rumor has it, if you do subscribe, your pencils will automatically always be sharp, and if you use a mechanical pencil, the lead will never break.
5 days after I'd done my video, I felt like I just lost sort of what I had gained. Like, I was so mad about it, and I felt like a fraud. Like, oh, did I just trick everyone? Because I couldn't draw anymore.
If you were to put PewDiePie's first drawing versus the 100th drawing next to each other, it will motivate you to improve or start your drawing journey. If you don't know the time period that it took to get from A to Z, you may feel so dejected on day 3 when you realize that your after photo is not the same as his. It's pretty self-explanatory, but often forgotten that this is a long haul journey. It is not some sort of like quick fix. No one improves their drawing that exponentially overnight, and if someone tells you they did, that person is a liar. I am actually really glad that he flips through his entire notebook so you see that like this journey was not linear at all. There were ups and downs and moments where he was proud, and then again when he was like, oh, this sucks. If you want to improve, you have to accept now that it is a long-term commitment. As someone who starts to panic when they see how long something might take, don't think ahead. Focus on what you're drawing today, and once you've done it, that's one step further. And before you know it, 3 months may pass. If you let time do its thing and only focus on what's ahead of you, doing it in small chunks, then time will go by quicker than you realize, and you will have improved drastically without even noticing. And after time and time again, you'll realize that you're able to do what you thought was never possible. In the beginning of his first video, PewDiePie said that he was just not a person who could draw girls. Another sentence I didn't think was gonna be in my 2024 bingo card. But if you look forward throughout his videos, he used the very thing he was afraid of to improve on. And lo and behold, not only can he draw girls, but he's been using color, he's been using pen, he's been looking at different facial angles and all of that type of stuff in the style that he likes. So with time, consistency, and effort, you can do a lot more. If anything, I'm willing to bet that you are able to do and succeed in whatever kind of thing you want to do. The key behind all of it is just to be a realist and get to work. It may not be 100 days, it may be 30 days or 3,000 days. And if you allow time and effort to happen, then you'll be surprised with how much further you can go in drawing girls or whatever you want to draw. Most importantly, after you've succeeded in improving your drawing, it is important to consistently keep up with practicing, because you can lose those skills way quicker than you have acquired them through this practice. If you weren't paying attention, you zoned out and you only zoned back in now, I'm going to summarize it very quickly. The first one, do I even remember? Firstly, referencing is king. Secondly, it is always going to be cringy in the beginning. You have to stick through it. That is the hardest part, trust me. And lastly, it is not an overnight success story. Prepare to commit to the long haul, and you will thank yourself 1,000-fold in the end. If you don't know where to start on your learning how to draw journey, I actually previously made a video where I compared a lot of viral videos on how to draw. So I up above because it's quite comprehensive on the different styles, and you may find what's best for you. Let me know if there's any other topic you want me to talk about in the future, or if there's any other YouTuber that stumbles onto the art side. But I'm going to end this video off here and say thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, like. If you like me, subscribe, comment down below, all that fun jazz. And until then,
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness.